Hello and welcome to another one of those mold within a mold. So I am so excited. I got this new Jasmine tray mold from Pouring Your Heart Out. I'm using one of Julie's flower edge molds, and I did check that wasn't coming out. I'm placing it in the center to create a boundary. So I'm going to make sure this is nice and secure in here. And then I thought of decorating the edges here with some leaves that I got from Temu that you'll see momentarily, and maybe some baubles. So I mixed up some Artline Extra Honey. I thought I'd use a thick, this looks maybe over here a bit more. It's hard to see. I mean, I know I can measure and all that kind of stuff, but I like eyeballing and hope for the best. Okay, so let me clean, just saw something here. I was using my resin for something else. So let me pour a little bit around the edge. I did 120 grams, so 40 B and 80 A. I want to create a very thin layer, hopefully, and I didn't know how much I was going to need. So let me just start with that and let it flow in. And I'll show you what I thought I'd use. These little leaves that I got from Temu. So you'll see them in a moment. And what I think I'll do is, so that I don't take too much of your time, I will place them and then use these little baubles maybe. Just so instead of doing like a, petal, bloom going out, I thought I'm really into these little center ones. So let me just make sure I probably have too much resin, but as usual, always better to have more than not enough. So I want to make sure I have an even and I want to leave a layer for, actually, I just thought of something. I need it a little bit higher because I want to create, but I might put actually another layer of resin over this. So this is a several step process. So let me start with that first, and then this time I am going to go around and make sure I don't have any bubbles. And sometimes there is seepage, into here, and that's just the way it goes. Be interesting to see what kind of bloom would be nice for this outside, of this piece. So needed some more there. Pour a little bit more, since that didn't go to the edge there and here. Okay. All right, so here comes the time lapse. Watch as much or as little as you'd like. Alrighty, so that center mold turned out beautifully in the sense of it just came out just neatly and no spillage. So I think it's because it was heavy, you know. Oh, I already cleaned this. All right, so here comes my craft resin. I did 100 and oh gosh, I think I did 160 grams total. I didn't mean to do that much, but it turned out that way. So I'm pouring a layer here in here. I'm just going to wait a minute or two. Then I am going to, I did put it in my bubble remover machine. Then I mixed up some confetti and some crushed clear glass for my centerpiece. Now because it's warm, you know, my resin heated up really fast, so hopefully I didn't wait too long. So let me see. I think I'm just going to do a little bit more. I am going to leave a little bit for a back coat on this part. I know this one, you know, is a lot of work, meaning you've got several layers to do, but I just thought it'd be fun, and I didn't want to use too much of my more expensive resin, which is the ones I use for 3D blooms, to sort of fill this whole tray mold. So I thought maybe this will be a nice change, or maybe something nice will come out of it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this mix in the center. And I did the crushed glass only so that hopefully that confetti will stay. I know some will float like it has before, but hopefully that crushed glass in there as well. I know there's some purple, which is interesting because I'm not using any purple. I'm actually going to use orange and yellow, but we shall see. So I haven't decided what sort of petaling I'm going to do yet. All right, so I'm going to put orange Bellini from TRex in the center. Let that sit for a bit. Put 20 grams aside and mix up my white. Okay, ended up being 21. Wow, okay, I really didn't need that much, but okay. Good to know. First time doing it, so let me get you in there, little straggler. Yes, I'm putting more confetti, taking more risk. Okay. Ugh. All right, now I'm going to do the yellow, and I love this yellow from Reece. And I don't know if you'll see, but it has a really nice shimmer to it. So it's kind of orangey yellow in a way, so maybe single color. Interesting, interesting. Should I add another color? I'm not going to. I just kind of want it to be yellow-orange, just for a change. Oh, wow. So tempted to follow the shape of these petals. Let me think. We'll see. Okay, so 20 grams in there. Actually ended up being 21. I put in 2 drops of Castincraft. Tempted to put another orange in there, another drop of orange. I'm not going to. I just kind of wanted monotone today. Interestingly enough. So this is still too watery for me, so let me get it to where I like it, and I will be back for the piping. Okay, here goes. I like this way of doing the first row, and then I'll do another one. You know what? I think I'm just going to continue doing those instead of spiral, but just that wavy line. And let's see what happens. And then use my silicone tool. And draw some lines in. Okay, went over those because it wasn't thick enough. Let's see if that'll go play with that piece there. For me, it's so easy to do these squiggles. You know, don't have to worry about the straight lines. Now I'm squeezing a little harder. A little deceiving over there. Okay, I'm gonna continue here too. So, because I'm gonna put a little bit. Whoops, 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 whoops. Yeah, my white's a little watery. I'm going to thicken this up a bit. Cool, 20 grams was enough. I'm gonna put one more in there. Wow, okay. All right, now, I wanted to follow the shape of this, but I think what I'll do is do these here. And then be very careful on this one there. Now I'm not going very deep because I want to make sure I don't dislodge. So that was that. This one is this one. Oh, perfect on this one here. I can kind of fudge it. Now I'm really tempted to leave it like this and not do any going out. Oh, should I or should I not? You know, for a change, I don't think I am. I'm going to bring these in though. Don't know if because I could go out like that, but I kind of don't want to. I'm going to leave the points on the leaves and then just let that bloom. Let's just see, just for a change. I can always do it again. Now, I may be back for Let me get that little confetti there. I'm going to put probably a black layer here. Black layer here. And then I'm going to do a background for the whole thing after I raise it up to that level. Okay, I hope I get a bloom. So I might be back for the back coat or maybe just one of the back coats. I'm not sure yet. And I hope I don't regret not putting the spikes out. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe make them come down. I think I will. Make them all come down. Let me do that. That feels better to me than going out. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that feels better, but let's see how it turns out, right? Please give me a good one. Please give me a good one. All right, catch you all soon. Okay, so I'm back. Looks like my bloom bloomed here, but not here. So probably I'm going to blame it on the temperature of the weather right now, and also maybe my resin. So anyway, what I thought I'd do is actually just put a layer of a back coat on this part. So I'm going to do it like I did before, when I did one of those backgrounds that I was so intrigued by Bahima from Resin Art, where she did this. And I'm of a double, I'm kind of not sure yet. No, I want to make sure I don't go overboard. So I'm just going to do that for now. And then just do a little bit, do a little bit more of the brown. And I might use I think I'm just going to let it flow and do its own thing and see, and then keep adding. And then I haven't decided, I feel like I don't want to put a background color on here, so I might just put a clear layer, or maybe not, and just leave it the way it is. Then this way, maybe, you know, it's a double-sided tray, so it can be like this with this center or the bloom. So we'll see. Anyway, I will see you probably, more than likely, for the unmolding. I'll just let that keep doing its own thing, and we'll go from there. So I did put a layer of clear, and it's kind of cool, a little crackly effect there. So hope I don't regret not putting a color on the edge here. So let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it this way. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it out like this, kind of like that. Okay. Oh, this part's pretty. Oh, yay. Yay. So you know what? It's like dewdrops. And oh, that bloom turned out pretty, don't you think? And I like the center mix, even with the little crushed glass that got the white turned around. Oh, I love it. And I like the subtleness of the leaves. So too bad I wish I could, let's see, I wonder if I do it this way. I can see it that way better. There, the white background. Oh, that turned out pretty. And I love it that I went in and put in those extra lines in my bloom. So let me bring this down a little bit. Bring you in. Ooh, let me know what you think for something looking different. Now I'm gonna have to figure out how to take a photo of this so that it's clear on that side. Oh well, something for me to figure out. All right, thanks for watching and catch you next time.